5 men who shaped Northern Nigerian history. Heroes are not only individuals who wore armor and went to war in defense of their nation. They are also men who used every weapon in their invisible arsenal, that is knowledge, words, vision, resilience, and many more to build their society and nation. These men not only contributed their voices but also showcased zeal, dedication, and strength in making their communities better places, not only for themselves but also for future generations. Their contributions laid the foundation for modern development in their era and also created movements that still inspire contemporary societies. Today, we take a look at some of these men and their immense contribution to the nation. Malam Aminu Kanu is a personality whose name and achievements will forever be cemented in Nigeria's history as a man of the people. A radical reformer, his struggle and quest for social justice still echoes decades after his death. He was a teacher, politician, writer, unionist, and outspoken critic of the colonial rule. From an early age, he challenged the exploitative administration of the British indirect rule and the oppressive native authorities during the pre-colonial era. Malam Aminu Kanu was a key figure in Nigeria's independence movement and played a prominent role in both the First and Second Republics. He co-founded the Northern Element Progressive Union, the first major political party in Northern Nigeria, and even contested for presidency. His political ideology was deeply rooted in equality, women's empowerment, uplifting the common people, and aligning Islamic teachings with social justice. He served in various capacities, including as a member of the Federal House of Representatives, a federal commissioner, and a UN delegate. During the Second Republic, he became the flag bearer of the People's Redemption Party, PRP. His contribution to Nigeria, and especially to Northern Nigeria, earned him lasting honor. Institutions were named after him, including the Aminu Kanu Teaching Hospital, Aminu Kanu International Airport, Aminu Kanu College of Islamic and Legal Studies, and the Aminu Kanu Center for Democratic Studies, Mambaya House at Bayero University, Kanu. The next on the list is Malam Sadu Zungur, popularly known as the father of radical politics in Nigeria. He was a teacher, poet, politician, and progressive reformer whose ideas were said to have influenced Malam Aminu Kanu and shaped early political movements in northern Nigeria. Malam Sadu Zungur used his pen as a weapon to voice his views and thoughts, writing in newspapers such as Gaskiya Tafi Kwabo, Western African Pilot, Eastern Nigerian Guardian, Southern Nigerian Defender, and the Daily Comet. Through his writings, he challenged the colonial administration, criticized the emirate system, questioned religious misinterpretations, and promoted women's rights in Islam. He was also credited with the idea of Islamic schools, though internal oppositions prevented their success until a decade after his death. Zungur also laid the foundation for early political associations, including the Zaria Friendly Society and the Northern Element Progressive Association. He was an active member of the National Council of Nigeria and Cameroon, the Northern Progressive Union, and the Northern People's Congress. After a long battle with lung disease, he died in 1958, 2 years before Nigeria's independence. Although his life was cut short, his poetry and writings expressed his patriotism and commitment to the development of northern Nigeria. His legacy lives on, with institutions such as Sadu Zungur University in Bauchi State and a hostel at Bayero University, Kanu, named in his honor. Sir Kashim Ibrahim was another influential figure. Knighted by Queen Elizabeth II in 1962, he was the first and last civilian governor of the northern region before the collapse of the First Republic in 1966. A politician and teacher, he served in various leadership capacities including Minister for Education, Minister of Social Services, Regional Minister of Survey, Chancellor of the Universities of Ibadan and Lagos. He was also the Waziri of Borno. He was a great advocate of education in northern Nigeria. Not only did he donate large portions of his personal property to support learning, he also championed reforms such as the expansion of schools in Borno, the establishment of Maiduguri Teachers College in 1952, and the production of primary school textbooks in both Kanuri and English. In 1962, he became the pioneer chairman of the Council of the University of Northern Nigeria, which laid the foundation for the creation of Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. In recognition of his legacy, institutions such as Kashim Ibrahim College of Education in Borno, Kashim Ibrahim Library at Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and the Kaduna State Government House, known as Sir Kashim Ibrahim House, were named after him. Also, in January 2025, Governor Babagana Zulum approved the renaming of Borno State University to Kashim Ibrahim University. Another remarkable figure is Abubakar Imam, who cemented his legacy through his pen and intellect. A teacher, journalist, and pioneer of Hausa literature, he became the first editor of Gaskiya Tafi Kwabo, the first Hausa newspaper. Through his works like Magana Jarichi and Karamisani Kukumi, he modernized storytelling in Hausa community, blending entertainment with enlightenment and education. These works were later adopted as standard literature texts across northern Nigeria. Beyond literature, Abubakar Imam was also active in politics. He was among the first politicians elected into the regional and federal legislature during the semi-democratic election of 1950 and was a founding member of the Northern People's Congress. His works remain classics, shaping Hausa literature and contributing to Nigeria's cultural development. Institutions such as Abubakar Imam Urology Center and Abubakar Imam Polytechnic Kagara was named in his honor. The last on the list is Muhammad Bello, the son of Sheikh Usman Danfodio. After his father's death, he became the second Sultan of Sokoto. Following his father's vision, he worked tirelessly to expand and consolidate the caliphate. Like his father, Bello was a huge advocate for education and promoted education for both men and women, and also paved way for the establishment of Islamic courts. Under his rule, the caliphate was reorganized into emirates, led by emirs loyal to the Sokoto Caliphate. His reign also saw the development of more efficient tax system, which improved governance. Beyond his leadership capabilities, Bello was also a prolific writer and poet who produced works on different subjects. These include governance, Islamic law, education, and history. Some of his famous books include Yusli al-Siyasa, Principles of Politics, and Infaqul Maisuri, The Wages of the Fortunate. His reign strengthened Sokoto Foundation, cementing his place as one of the most knowledgeable and influential rulers in northern Nigeria's history. In conclusion, these men, Malam Aminu Kanu, Malam Sadu Zungur, Sir Kashim Ibrahim, Abubakar Imam, and Muhammad Bello, each in their own unique ways, shaped the trajectory of northern Nigeria and the nation at large. Through their contributions, either in politics, education, literature, reform, and governance, they pushed their society forward and laid a strong foundation for a contemporary northern Nigeria and the nation at large. Their legacies not only served as monuments of history, but also as guiding lights for present and future generations, reminding us that true heroism is not only found on the battlefield, but also in relentless efforts aimed at making the society a better place for all.